Taylor, and I'm here to guide you through a full moon peak phase flow. So if you didn't see my previous video where I talk about my break and my inspiration for the content going forward on this page, you can check that out. But a brief summary is that I am going to be changing how my content is going forward. I want to make my content more comprehensive for a full lunar cycle. So that means incorporating more waning phase and waxing phase videos, as well as not just vinyasa classes. So maybe some more restorative or yin classes for different parts of the lunar cycle, or even if you're a woman, your menstrual cycle. That being said, I wanted this to be more tailor-made for you. I was kind of getting bored with what I was doing with the full moon and the new moon for each month, because it felt like those videos might not be getting revisited because, oh, it's not March 2025 full moon or whatever. So this is not a July full moon video. This is a full moon peak phase video for worry and anxiety. So what does a full moon peak phase vinyasa flow look like? It's going to be full body, it's going to be high energy, and it's going to be challenging just a little bit, because that's where we are at in our full moon phase. High energy, and we are just using all of that energy to our benefit. That being said, I am going to be using 2 blocks, and as always, I have my Spotify playlist that you can listen to while you practice. Just start it as soon as we start our breath work. So grab your things and meet me on the mat. If you would like to listen to the playlist while you are practicing, you can go ahead and start that now. I'm going to start with a block underneath the sit bones. You don't have to do this, but I like to start here. Just gives a little bit more space for the diaphragm when we are doing our grounded breath work. So hands can come to the knees, the lap, maybe one on the chest, one on the belly, wherever you're most comfortable. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to close down the eyes or soften the gaze. And we're going to start by noticing the natural breath. We're not changing anything, just noticing where we are as we come to our mat, come to this space today. If there are any lingering thoughts or loops, thought patterns from the day, we're going to note them. And then we're going to place them to the side, doing our best to take anything that's not serving us and placing that down for the next 60 minutes. Go ahead and begin to deepen the breaths in and out through the nose. Draw the breath down all the way down to the low belly. Feel the stomach and the chest all the way to the low throat. And as you exhale, release from the bottom of the throat. Empty out the chest, the stomach, all the way down to the low belly. And just continue with this wave of breath at your own pace, at your own time. If you have any prayer or intention you would like to bring into this practice, you can go ahead and set that now. If you don't have a prayer or intention, but you would like to have one, I would like to offer this. I do not need to control every outcome. I do not need to control every outcome. Coming back to that theme of those thought patterns that we play in our head all the time, every day, and taking a survey of, are those worries even in my control? And do they need to take up that space in my mind? Do they need to take up my physical and mental energy? So again, working with that intention of, I do not need to control every outcome. And if you wish not to take an intention for this practice, that's completely fine too. Wherever you are, we're going to take 3 deep breaths together. We're going to make these the deepest breaths we've taken all day. So inhale through the nose. Open the mouth and let it go. Don't be afraid to make a little noise. Again, in through the nose. Pause at the top of that breath. Open the mouth and let it go. Last one, deepest breath you've taken all day. Inhale through the nose. Pause at the top of that breath. Take one more sip of air. Open the mouth and let it go. If you had your eyes closed, you can blink them open. I'm going to take this block from underneath the sit bones. I'm going to place it to the side. I'm going to turn to the top of my mat and release the feet. We're going to find a little bit of a forward fold here. In forward fold, you can always bring a bend to those knees, especially if you have low back pain. We're going to inhale, arms to the sky, reach, 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 reach. And exhale, we're going to fold over the legs. Hands can come to the shins, the knees, the ankles, the feet, wherever you are today. We're just warming up. Come back to that breath. And every time you come back to that breath, remind yourself of that intention or that prayer. We're going to inhale to come back up. We're going to take the right foot into the inner left thigh. We're going to turn to frame that left leg, and we're going to inhale the arms to the sky. And exhale to fold over that left leg in our seated tree. Again, hands can come to the shin, the ankle, the foot, wherever you are. It's completely fine. Inhale to come back up. We're going to take that right knee closer into the midline. Take the left leg over the right. We're going to ground the left hand behind the body. Inhale the right hand to the sky. And exhale, twist to the left, leveraging that right elbow on that left knee. Option for the gaze to go over the left shoulder, sorry. Inhale, we grow tall. Exhale, we twist a little bit deeper. Next, inhale, we're going to release and counter twist to the right. We're going to release the legs to the top of the mat. Give them a nice little wiggle, maybe noticing any differences between the left and right side. We're going to take the left foot to the inner right thigh. Turn to frame that right leg. Inhale the arms to the sky. And exhale to fold over that right leg. Maybe you notice here any difference between the left and right side. Maybe you can fold a little bit further on the left or on the right. And we're not judging that fact. We're just noticing what's going on in the body. We don't have to judge it. We can just notice it. We're going to inhale to come back up. Take that left knee into the midline. Take the right foot over the left leg. Ground the right hand behind the body. Inhale the left to the sky. Exhale to twist to the right. Option for the gaze to go over the right shoulder. Again, we're going to inhale to grow tall. Exhale to twist just a bit deeper. Next exhale, we're going to counter twist to the left. Release the feet to the top of the space. Give them a nice little wiggle. And we're going to make our way to tabletop. Any way you want to get there is completely fine. I like to tuck the feet underneath the sit bones and roll onto the knees. We're going to find a little cat-cow child's pose flow here. So we're going to inhale to drop the navel, gaze goes to the sky. Exhale to round to the back, drop the head, and sink the sit bones back to the heels. Inhale to roll forward, navel is dropped, gaze goes to the sky. Exhale to round for cat. Drop the head, sink the sit bones back for that modified child's. Inhale for cow. And exhale to round and sink. Take a couple more rounds of that to your own breath. Next time you find yourself in child's pose, widen the knees and sink the heart forward, reaching toward the top of your mat. Option here for a block to come underneath the head if you need it. If not, the forehead can come to the mat. And again, coming back to your intention, your prayer, or maybe just coming back to the breath. We're going to inhale to look to the top of the mat. Walk the hands over to the right, stacking the left on top of the right. Pull the left hip back in space, creating that nice left side body stretch. Inhale to look back towards the top of your mat. Walk the hands over to the left, stacking the right on top of the left. Pull the right hip back in space, creating that nice right long body stretch. Inhale to look back towards the top of the mat. Walk the hands to the middle. Take one more moment here in your child's pose. Maybe you find prayer behind the head, opening up the chest and the heart. Great space to come back to that intention or prayer that you have for this practice. If you chose the one that I offered, it's coming back to I do not need to control every outcome. I'm going to bring the hands back to the earth. And we're going to make our way back into a tabletop. We're going to tuck the toes, and we're going to walk the hands back to the thighs, coming into screaming toes. Now, if this is too much, you can always come out. Option to put the knees on a block if it's too intense. Okay? If you've never found this posture before, it could be a lot, and you might want to find that block. Or you can always just lean off, coming back forward towards tabletop. But if you do practice screaming toes, maybe you bring hands at heart center and come back to the breath. One thing that yoga teaches us is that we can always come back to the breath in those uncomfortable times, those uncomfortable places in our lives. So whenever you come to an uncomfortable place, just breathe. And whenever you're ready to come out, you can come out. We're going to make our way back to the hands. Untuck the toes and tap, tap, tap the tops of the feet against the mat. We're going to make our way down to the belly. And we're going to find a couple rounds of cobra. Now, I like to fan my fingers out towards the edges of the mat to ensure that I am tucking my elbows in. So we're going to do a couple cobras, but let's start with a little baby cobra, just to warm up. So we're going to push the tops of the feet into the earth. And we're going to inhale and peel the chest up forward just a bit. Exhale, release. Next one, we're going to do the same thing, but come up just a little bit further. So inhale to come up. Exhale to release. Last one, we're going to come up for a full cobra. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, release back down. We're going to take the right arm out to a T. Take the sole of the left foot up towards the sky. We're going to roll over to the right for a shoulder compression. Now, if this is too intense, you can always lean off of that shoulder by rolling towards the stomach. If you work at a computer or sit all day over a computer, this might feel really good. So we tend to scrunch in on our computers. This opens up that chest. We're going to roll back to the stomach. We're going to take the left arm out to a T. Right sole of the foot comes to face the sky, and we're going to roll over to the left, bringing that right foot to the earth. back to the belly. We're going to push our way back up to a tabletop. I'm going to find a couple of bird dogs here. So we're going to take the right foot straight back on the ball of that foot, rock and roll on the ball of that foot, giving that calf a little bit of a massage. We're going to inhale that right leg up. We're going to extend the left arm out in front. Find your balance. On your next exhale, we're going to bring knee to elbow. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale to lengthen. We're going to find 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lengthen. Bring the left hand back down. Bring the right knee back to meet the left. We're going to take the left foot straight back on the ball of that foot. Rock and roll here. We're going to pause at center and lift the left leg. Extend the right arm out in front. Find your balance. We're going to exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale to extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale to extend. Find 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend. Bring the right arm back to the mat. Bring the left knee back to the mat. Find a puppy pose here, so sit bones stay high up in the air. Walk the hands towards the top of the mat and allow the head to rest, or option for the chin to come to the mat. That's a little bit more intense. You could always use a block for the head or the chin as well. But if you really want to open up across the chest, bring the chin down. Come back to your tabletop. We're going to tuck the toes, lift the sit bones up high in the air for down dog. Go ahead and pedal it out. And whenever you're ready, you're going to find a little bit of stillness here. Remember that your down dog is more about your spine than it is your legs. The feet do not have to be flat on the earth, and the legs do not have to be straight. You can have a bend. We're going to walk the feet up to the hands for a forward fold. Take a moment here in your forward fold, maybe grabbing opposite elbows, letting the head hang heavy. Maybe you sway side to side. We're going to pause at center here, and we're going to inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale all the way up for Tadasana. Hands come to the sky. Exhale to swan dive back down. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to place the hands on the earth. Exhale to step it back to down dog. Take 3 breaths here in down dog. We're going to inhale to look to the top of our space. We're going to step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up for Tadasana. Hands come to the sky. Exhale to swan dive back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, place the hands on the earth. Exhale to step or hop back to down dog. Three more breaths here. Inhale to look to the top of our space. We're going to exhale to step or hop to the top of our mats. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up for Tadasana. Exhale to swan dive back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to place the hands. Exhale, down dog. We're going to inhale, look to the top of our space. Exhale to step or hop. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to release. Inhale all the way up for Tadasana. We're going to bring hands through heart center. We're going to take the right knee up for one leg Tadasana. Find your balance. If you fall out, it's okay. Just get right back in. Maybe you grab a chair or the wall. Whatever you need, it's completely fine. We're going to take that right ankle to the left knee for standing figure 4. Inhale to come back to one leg Tadasana. Straighten that right leg for 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that right leg all the way back for a crescent lunge. Crescent lunge, that front left leg is bent. Knee is over the ankle or slightly back. That right back foot is on the ball of the foot, not straight down. We're going to cactus the arms. And we're going to find a little flow here. We're going to inhale to straighten the legs, straighten the arms. Exhale to cactus the arms, bend the knees. Inhale, straighten. Exhale to bend. We're going to find 8 more. 8, 9, 6, sorry, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten the arms, keep the knees bent, open up for Warrior 2. Warrior 2, that left leg stayed the same, that back foot rotated down so the foot is flat and at a 45-degree angle. Arms come out to a T, typically taught facing down, palms facing down. I do facing up to keep the shoulders opened up. We're going to rotate towards the right for star pose. Inhale to grow tall, exhale to fold. Maybe find a little movement here, left to right, or maybe you find stillness. We're going to inhale to come back up for star. Woo. And we're going to find warrior two to the back of the mat. So that right foot is, the toes are pointing towards the back of the mat. Left foot is flat on the earth and at a 45-degree angle. You may need to change your stance, widen your stance a bit. We're going to rotate that left foot onto the ball of the foot. Circle up the left arm for crescent to the back of the mat. We're going to cactus the arms, and we're going to find that flow again here. So inhale to straighten, exhale to cactus and bend. Inhale to straighten, cactus and bend. I'm going to find 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten the arms. And what we're going to try here, if you fall, it's completely fine. We're going to try to come into a one-leg Tadasana with that left leg. Woo, to the back of the mat. Bring your arms down to prayer. Take that left ankle to the right knee for standing figure 4. Find your point of focus. If you fall out, it's okay. Come back to one leg Tadasana. Straighten that left leg for 4, 3, 2, 1. Send that left leg back for crescent lunge. Again, cactus the arms. We're going to find 10 more here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten the arms. Open it up for warrior 2 to the back of the mat. Open it up for star. Inhale to stretch. Exhale to fold. Let the head hang heavy here. Take a moment to breathe. This is our little rest area here before we move into the left side. We're going to inhale to come back up for star. Warrior 2 to the back, or to the front of the space. So left leg is bent, right leg is back. We're going to rotate to the ball of the foot on the right foot, and we're going to bring that right arm up for crescent. Cactus the arms. Inhale, straighten. Exhale to bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale to bend. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back, straight arms. Come up for one leg Tadasana. Right ankle goes to left knee. Find your point of focus.
Come back to one leg Tadasana. Straighten the right leg for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down to meet the left. Inhale the arms to the sky. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, place the hands. Exhale, step it back for down dog. Take a couple breaths here. We're going to inhale the right leg up to the sky. And we're going to exhale, bring the knees towards the nose for cheetah. Inhale, three-legged down dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged down dog. Exhale, bring that right foot all the way to the top of your space. Plant the left hand, inhale the right to the sky for easy twist. We're going to take the right hand back to the mat. We're going to walk the hands to the left and come to Skandasana to the back of the mat. Right leg is straight, toes are pointing towards the sky. Breathing here. Bring those right toes back to the mat. Walk your hands back towards the top of your mat. We're going to set up for Malasana, so I'm going to take that right foot, heel toe it to the edge of the right side. Left foot we're going to bring to the left edge of the mat. Doesn't have to be one big step. It could be multiple little hops to get there. And we're going to sink the sit bones down for Malasana. Option here in Malasana, you want your feet to be flat on the earth. You can't get there, put a block underneath the sit bones. It's going to give you a little bit extra space to get those feet flat. My first Malasana of the practice, I need to kind of work into, so I go left to right, kind of working in there. And whenever I'm ready, I'll find some stillness here. Bring hands to heart center, grow tall through the crown of the head. Come back to your intention. We're going to take the hands back down to the earth. Pull the sit bones up. Heel toe the feet back together. Hip width distance. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale all the way up for Tadasana. Hands come to the sky. Exhale, swan dive back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, place the hands. Exhale, step back to down dog. Take a breath here. We're going to move into the left side. So we're going to inhale the left leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged down. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged down. Inhale or exhale, bring that left foot all the way to the top of our mat. Ground the right hand, inhale the left to the sky. Ground the left hand, walk to turn over to the right. And we're going to Skandasana to the back of the mat. Left leg is straight. Toes are pointing to the sky. Toes come back to meet the mat. We're going to walk our hands to the top of our space, heel toe that left foot to the edge of the mat. We're going to come back into a malasana, so bring the right foot towards the edge of the right side and sink down into malasana. Now, we're going to throw one more fire round in here. So, we're going to inhale to come all the way up. Exhale to come down. Inhale to come up. Exhale to come down. Let's find 3 more. 3, 2, last one, 1. Come back down in your malasana. Breathe here. We're going to take the hands to the earth, pull the sit bones up, heel toe the feet back to hip width distance. We're going to take that same little salutation there that we've been taking to down dog, or just step back to down dog now, whichever you wish. We're going to inhale the right leg up and back, and we're going to take that right shin to the top of our space. Now, this is called half pigeon. This can be a little intense if this is not in your practice. So, some options here. You could stay here and put a block underneath the sit bones, a block, a pillow, whatever you need to bring the earth a little bit closer to you. If that is still too much, come down on the back. Bring the right ankle to the left knee, and you find a bind behind the left knee. Push the right elbow into that right knee. Same thing is happening here. You're opening up that right hip. It's just a little less intense. So whichever variation you wish, go ahead and take that. And you're going to inhale to grow tall through the crown of the head, and exhale to fold. Now head can come to a block, or you can come to your hands, or you can come to the earth. Just find a place that you can rest and settle in, because we're going to be here for about a minute or 2. And start to make our way back up to the hands. And we're going to lean over to the right hip and bring the left leg to the top of our mat. And we're going to take the right foot into that inner left thigh. And we're going to find another seated tree. And the reason that we're going to find this posture again is because I like to incorporate some of the same postures in the beginning and at the ending of a class, just to kind of see what progress you've made in this practice. So we're going to inhale to grow tall, and exhale, we're going to fold. And again, noticing how this posture might feel differently now at the end of our class. Maybe it feels a little bit looser. Maybe you can reach further down the foot. And inhale to come back up. Bring that right knee closer into the midline. Take the left leg over the right knee. Ground the left hand behind the body. Inhale the right arm to the sky. And exhale, we're going to twist to the left. Again, option for the gaze to go over the left shoulder. Every inhale, grow tall. Every exhale, twist a little bit deeper. We're going to exhale to release, a counter twist to the right. And release. Take the feet to the top of the mat, give them a nice little wiggle wiggle. I'm going to move back through a tabletop into a down dog. If you took a reclined pigeon, maybe you just come back to the back and find a reclined pigeon on the left side. So coming back into down dog. Going to inhale the left leg up and back. Bring the left shin to the top of the space, top of our mats, and settle in to pigeon on the left side. Inhale to grow tall through the crown of the head, and exhale to release down. Again, finding a place you can settle. We're going to be here for about a minute or two. Inhale to come back up. Bring your weight over to the left side. Swing that right foot to the top of the mat. We're going to bring the left foot into that inner right thigh. Turn to frame that right leg. We're going to inhale the arms to the sky. And exhale. And fold over that right leg. You can inhale to come back up. Bring that left knee closer into the midline. Take the right leg over the left. Ground the right hand behind the back body. Inhale the left to the sky. And we're going to exhale to twist over to the right. Gaze goes over the right shoulder. Exhale to release. And counter twist to the left. Gonna release. Let the feet go to the top of the mat. Give them a nice little wiggle. And we're gonna make our way to the back body. We're gonna bring the knees into the chest. Should give them a nice little squeeze. And we're gonna grab the edges of the feet and open up for a happy baby. This is not accessible. You can use peace fingers to grab the big toes, or you can grab the backs of the knees. It's whichever you need. It's what you take. And maybe you find stillness in your happy baby, or maybe you move left to right, rocking. Whatever you feel like you may need right now is what you take. We're going to release the feet and settle into Shavasana. Your Shavasana does not have to look any particular way. You could take a normal corpse pose. You could take reclined bound angle where the soles of the feet come together, knees splay out to the sides. Or maybe you take a knee knock pose where feet come mats with distance and the knees knock inward towards the midline. Whichever you prefer today is the one you take. Just finding a shape that you can relax, you can release, and allow the practice to absorb into the body. The next time you hear my voice, it'll be to guide you out of Shavasana.
We're going to begin to bring some awareness back into the body. Maybe wiggling the toes, or maybe wiggling the fingers. Maybe you take a full body stretch or a full body scrunch. Just taking your time before you sit up. Maybe you make your way to the left or right side body. Eventually finding your way to a seated position. You're going to bring your hands to heart center, taking a moment in gratitude for this space, this time, the breath, the body, and the mind. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here.